Everyone, and I hope you're doing well. So today I wanted to do a little video on why it's so important for the twin flames not to have any contact with each other during their separation, which is so important for you to get to union. Now, first off, it's really important to understand that twin flame connections are energetic connections. They are not your regular soulmate or karmic connections where you are dealing with someone on a normal emotional and physical level. And so, in order to come into union, you need to shift energetically. Now, this is a spiritual journey, which is about you exploring who you are at the soul level to shift energetically. Now, in spirituality, we say spirituality is about learning about the self, learning about the spirit. Now, that is you at the soul level. In case you are not aware who you are at the soul level, great. That means there's inner work to be done, and you need to shift that energy from the outside going inward in order to make any progress on your twin flame journey. Now, why is no contact so essential? So let me start by saying that contact doesn't mean that you're actually talking to them. You could go 1 year, 2 years, 3 years without any communication with your twin. But as long as you are thinking about them with your mind, so any mental energy is being sent towards them, thinking about them, daydreaming about them, checking out their social media, checking out their old text, thinking about their old text, thinking about your old conversations with them, that is all mental activity. And therefore, when I say no contact, I am talking about completely cutting off any information, any communication, any sort of back and forth with them, whether mentally or, in communication with them. So this means removing them from your social media, taking them off your WhatsApp, storing any old messages, pictures. All of that is going to lead you to think about your twin from the mind. And that is what you want to stop in order to shift energetically. Now, as long as you are sending your twin any mental activity, you are creating what we call a push-pull cycle between you two, which means that you push energy towards them and they pull back. And this is why you are not able to align energetically, because you're just dealing with them on a physical level. In spirituality, and if you've seen my last couple of videos, I talk about in order to be successful in meditation, you need to detach yourself from the outside world in order to withdraw all of that attention inward so you can dissolve the ego, transcend the mind, and that is how you shift energetically. Now, that is what is required with your twin. As long as you send any sort of mental activity, they will continue to run and pull themselves away from you, and that is what you want to stop. Now, the good news for twin flames is the sooner that you can shift in your meditation, that is, withdrawing your attention from the outside and taking it and putting it on yourself and your soul, going inward and upward, then you will, make that shift happen between you and your twin. So really what's required in order for you to come into union with your twin is for you to alchemize your energy. And because they act like a mirror to you, when you make those shifts, they are naturally going to follow those as well. Now, if you have already gone through a Kundalini awakening, yay, you have made some good progress there. However, if you are a twin flame and you're wondering what Kundalini is, well, Kundalini awakening is an energetic transformation that you go through, and this is something that every twin must experience. However, it's important to remember that in the twin flame dynamic, the chaser is the one that is the leader in the connection. Now, it doesn't matter if you are the male or the female energy in this connection, but as long as you are chasing the other twin and the other one is running, you are the chaser and they are the runner. The chaser needs to alchemize their energy, and then the runner will naturally shift energetically as well, following the chaser's energy. So you need to make that shift, and that will happen for your twin as well, so that you can come into union. In case you're wondering, so can I just sit around and wait for Kundalini to happen? And the answer is yes, you could. However, Kundalini is something that can activate all on its own and when it's ready. That still means that you have to learn your soul lessons. So you cannot actually control when Kundalini will be activated. What you can control is your meditation and your progress. And the more you meditate, even while you're waiting for Kundalini to happen and activate for you, you can make a lot of inward progress, so that when Kundalini does awaken, it is a much more smoother transition for you to actually work through when that is activated. So, to really summarize this very simply, you need to focus on yourself by going within via meditation. The more you focus on your inward journey, your inner progress, that will help you make that energetic shift, experience that inner union, and then you can experience the union with your twin flame in the 3D. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this was helpful. God bless.